Okay,
Oh.
so asteroids. So then, when too many of those got discovered, then we just gave up, and they're named after any person, place, or thing.
Okay.
So initially they were named after feminized things and objects. So there's an asteroid Mozartia.
Mozartia?
Yeah, that's to feminize it, because the asteroids are only named after feminine. The original asteroids are named after feminine gods.
Wow. Okay.
Roman gods. Okay. So now, then they just gave up because there's too many asteroids. So because there's hundreds of thousands of asteroids, and so I even have there's an asteroid named after me. It's called Tyson.
No.
Yeah.
Not Mike Tyson?
I said it's named after me, so why would it be named after Mike Tyson?
Okay. I made an asteroid.
Oh, you're saying there's an asteroid named Tyson, and I'm claiming that it's named after me. Wondering if it's named after Tyson Chickens or Tyson Beckford.
That would be a handsome ass.
That's a handsome ass. That'd be chocolate black, handsome ass.
Woo! It's sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate asteroid. Am I doing it like it? I'm sorry. Sexual chocolate.
All right. So that's there's asteroids named after person, places, things, and pets. Okay. There's even one named after Santa. All right. So asteroids have the most diversity in what they have been named.
Because there's so many of them.
There's so many of them. Thank you. Just run out of all the gods there ever was. All right. So moons of planets,
like Jupiter,
any moon of any planet, is named after the Greek gods that played a role in the life of the Greek counterpart to the Roman god after whom the planet is named.
Okay.
So Jupiter has, one of its moons is Ganymede. Ganymede was the manservant of Zeus.
Okay.
And Zeus is the counterpart to Jupiter.
Wow.
So these two nomenclatures are homage to the Roman and Greek traditions that have influenced Western science.
What about
the growth of Western science? I was a character in Jupiter's life. I don't remember all they were, but they're there. You look them up, they're there. Okay, that's right. Now, there's more to this answer than I think either you knew, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that. So it turns out William Herschel, was the first person to discover a planet.
The first person.
This is the planet beyond Saturn. For most of human civilization, there was only Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, 6 planets. In fact, most of the time there were only 5 because we didn't know Earth was one of them. It was just Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Okay? So Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, 5, plus the sun and the moon were counted as planets. Planets from the Greek meaning wanderer, which means you move, if you wait long enough, against the background stars. And there were 7 wanderers that were known to the ancients. And this is where we get the names for the 7 days of the week. So what day is named after the sun?
Sunday.
After the moon?
Monday.
And in our culture, it's a mixture of Roman and Norse mythologies, but each of those gods corresponds with the controlling god over those 7 entities. Okay, so then Copernicus comes around, discovers that we're one of these planets because we go around the sun like everybody else, and we're not in the center with everything going around us. So that complicated things, just so you know. All right.
He had the coolest name, though, out of all of them. Nicholas Copernicus.
Nicholas Copernicus.
That's the tightest name.
Not Galileo Galilei?
Galileo Galilei looks lazy. That looks lazy.
Okay, because it's the same thing.
Copernicus.
Nicholas.
Yo, Copernicus. Yo, that's hot.
That's a rhyme waiting to happen.
It's like a rapper's
rap.
name.
That's a rap.
Everything surrounds me, baby. Copernicus, baby. What's up, Cap?
Okay. Keep working on that and come back. We'll hear how that.
Kepler. Kepler's tight.
Johannes Kepler.
Ooh, that's hot.
He's badass. He was the first person to ever write down an equation that described physical reality.
Wow.
He wrote Kepler's laws of planetary motion. That was in early 1600s. So we've only had mathematics describing the universe for 400 years.
Okay.
And he basically birthed that. So getting back to the names.
Yes.
So because Herschel was the first to discover a planet, no one had a tradition of naming planets yet because they hadn't been discovered yet. Everyone knew these things in the sky. Yeah. So there was no tradition yet.
Right.
So he just named it after his principal funder, which was King George. So for many decades, the enumeration of the planets of the solar system was Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and George.
And George?
Yes, Planet George.
Wow.
So now that's kind of
That's so mean. That's so gangster. Name it George. I gave you the money. Don't try it. I want to be a planet.
This didn't last. Internationally, it didn't last. But they had to be nice to the Brits because they discovered it. All right.
Right.
So as as a recompense,
Right.
the moons of Uranus, this is the only exception, rather than being named for Greek characters in the life of the Greek counterpart to the Roman god after whom the planet is named, Uranus's moons are named after fictional characters in Shakespearean literature.
Oh, okay.
So that's homage to
One.
Iago. There might be one. I don't know. There's 60.
Othello. Can I get an Othello?
I'll go check on that. We've got Miranda, Puck, Oberon. There are a lot from A Midsummer's Night Dream. That sort of thing.
Okay.
That's there. Okay. And lastly, stars are no longer really named anymore. Most of the stars that have names have Arabic names.
Oh,
so
wow.
the Arabic tradition is also preserved in the modern reckoning of the names of things.
Wow.
And after a certain while, we just number them in a catalog.
Okay.
And comets are named after their discoverers or people after whom the discoverer wants to name them. But they're named after people exclusively.
Okay. I know only Edmund Halley.
Yeah, Halley's. He
Or
did.
Haley's or Halley's.
It is Halley.
Is it Halley?
Yeah,
Okay.
Haley is Bill Haley in the Comets.
Whoa.